Coucou, je reviens. Coucou, je reviens. Coucou, je reviens. Ah, voilà. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on fait maintenant? On va jouer à Rise of Industry 2. Il y a des mix reviews, apparemment il y a plusieurs bugs et tout, donc je sais pas du tout comment le jeu va réagir. Euh, on va espérer que ça passe. Et bah du coup, à voir quoi. Euh, donc on a... Oh. Je voulais dire quoi? Déjà, je répondais à un message du frère de Matt. Du coup, c'était quoi déjà? Ah oui, j'ai vu qu'il y avait beaucoup d'avis négatifs, mais ça a l'air d'être principalement au niveau des bugs. Donc, bah, on va voir nous si on en a ou pas. En espérant qu'on n'en ait pas. J'ai pas envie de gérer les bugs aujourd'hui, pour être honnête. Donc, on va tenter. On est prêt? On va enlever Chrome. Hop, la view Chrome. Et on va, on va tenter Rise of Industry 2. En espérant que le son n'est pas trop chiant. C'est fort. C'est fort de café. Rise of Industry 2. Et vous voyez que dalle parce que vous voyez rien. Ah, vous n'avez pas vu le début. Alors, on veut le jeu en anglais. Et on veut changer les graphics en... On va mettre en... Bon, aïe, c'est pas mal en vrai. L'audio... Ah, la musique est vraiment basse. Ah, close caption, pourquoi pas. Contrôle, on a... RF pour rotate, build, right and left, c'est un peu bizarre, mais ok. Ah. On peut changer au moins les touches. Q, Z, QSD. Zoom out. On va mettre W, QA. Apply. Bon, bah, on tente. J'ai aucune idée de la qualité du jeu. On va commencer le tutoriel, hein. On est à Spoolville. Spoolsville. j'ai faim. Ok. Alors, introduction. Bonjour et bienvenue, c'est moi, Francky. Alors, le conseil est vraiment dans cette philosophie de business. Je pense que c'est censé être le gars qui était dans la vidéo. Welcome to the company. Taking notes, but don't worry if you're not. Like my information, can always come back and visit any parts that you missed. Ok, donc en gros c'est le tuto. J'aime bien quand il dit, on va vous mettre dans le business de création du plastique parce que j'ai besoin de faire des cassettes. Ok, donc apparemment on peut extraire le plastique. Donc on a le HQ. Bon, on peut bouger la caméra avec les touches. On peut avancer. Ok. Ok, bon. Ok, donc on a... Il nous a montré le QG. Il nous a montré le QG, il nous a montré comment utiliser la caméra. Il nous a montré... ah oui, c'est pour ça. Le clic droit, c'est pour annuler. Donc on doit utiliser la souris ou ça. Donc il nous dit qu'il faut qu'on extrait ça, le pétrole. Alors on a besoin d'un hydrocarbone extraction complexe. Ok, wow, il y a beaucoup trop d'infos là. Donc il veut que je prenne ça, que je cherche hydrocarbone complexe et que je le mette là. Ah! Ah non, là, pardon. Ah, une correct rotation. Donc on doit le mettre ici. Ah merde, ok. On doit le mettre ici. Mais on doit... Ah ok. Ok, 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 je vois. Ok. On s'est construit, ou ça va se construire. Donc pour les travailleurs, pour que les travailleurs arrivent, il faut connecter le complexe à à la ville. Euh, donc il faut qu'on fasse une route en fait. Euh, donc on doit faire ça. On a une vidéo qui nous dit, mais... Oupsie. On va dire que que ça réussit. Ok. Donc faut qu'on laisse se construire en fait. Hop. Voilà. Voilà, en principe, c'est bon. Now that our central office is done, we can work on the building that will actually extract, store and transfer the crude oil I want. Donc là, du coup, maintenant, on a le complexe qui fait la zone. Mais on doit prendre oil whale. Ah, et on doit le tourner comme ça. Ok. Ah, et là, on doit mettre une access road. Ok. Euh, et on doit... Ah, on a une power line. Ah, attends. Et power line connector. Ok. Et on a besoin d'une access road. Euh, ok. Je crois que j'ai réussi. Et on a besoin de connecter à l'électricité locale. Donc, Headquarter Complex. On a besoin de distribution. Et on a besoin de power line. Power line connector. Ah, attends. Build power lines in a specific location. Ah non, c'est power line. Bah, je les mets où du coup? Ah, ok. C'est pas facile en fait. On dirait un peu ces jeux d'usine là, mais... Mais je sais pas. Donc on a besoin d'eau. Donc, si je comprends bien, c'est un peu comme Mindustry. On a un centre, on a un truc de minage, on fait en sorte que tout le monde peut accéder à tout. Donc la ville au complexe, et au complexe on a les accès. Après il faut qu'on connecte à l'eau, mais il faut aussi qu'on connecte à l'eau, à l'électricité, on peut connecter à l'eau. Alors, on doit mettre l'eau comme ça. Ah. Euh, mais c'est pas ça. Donc water pipe connector. Ah voilà. Et je suppose qu'après ça, on met des routes d'accès. Voilà. Et ensuite, on met un water pipe. Et on fait la même chose, hop, que ce qu'on a fait à l'électricité. Ok, je comprends à peu près. Ensuite, on doit... Ah, on a besoin de tank. Tank de stockage. Tank. Storage tank. Il faut que ce soit sur la ligne en fait. Ok, donc on a fait le storage tank. Now that I think of it, all the space near the road is going to be prime real estate. Il y a quelque chose qui est pas fait par contre. Ah non, c'est... Ah oui, tout ça c'est sur la construction, ok. Oh. Since the building is still under construction, we get a full refund when we delete it. Ah. Ok, donc j'ai viré ça. Excellent. Now all you have to do is put them somewhere more appropriate. Connector, we got plenty of space. Donc on doit quand même mettre le storage. Hey, Megaform, what are you doing? Sorry, I just realized you were talking. I didn't realize. Euh, on a besoin d'un tank, mais on doit le mettre ici. À la place. Voilà. Donc, on est en train de faire le tutoriel. We're trying to do the tutorial of... is it me or my OBS is very much struggling? Ok, on a mis en low la qualité. The quality of the game is put on low. Maybe that will change a bit. I don't know. I don't know if you hear me very well. I'm not sure. God, this is complex. This is like an advanced SimCity. Yeah, I don't know. It's Rise of the Industry 2. And I'm trying to follow the tutorial, right? But it's quite hard. Or are you on math? Well, on my end, I'm quite stressed because we're going to France not that long from now. But like usual, when I'm going on vacation, I'm scared of not having finished everything I need to do before going to vacation. So even though we're going only on Saturday morning, I'm straight out of my mind to make sure that everything's done and ready because we're going for 3 weeks. So I want to make sure that everything's neat, tidy, and whatever in the house. I want to make sure all my work is done before we leave. And oh, I might have an Amazon package. I'm just gonna come back in just a sec. Sorry. My brother-in-law is definitely a bit like, there's loads of information going on, and I was like, what the fuck is going on now? Oh, God. So stressed, me stressed. Matt is, I don't know, he's back to work after his sick leave. It's a bit, nah, I don't know. It's not the greatest, but we'll see after the vacation for that one, I say. We'll see how long it lasts for, that it's not really doing great at work. They are not respecting his adjustment passport, so it's a bit hard. So he has to fight for them to get on and respect his adjustments basically, but it's quite hard. Tank loader facility. It's nice that they give me instruction, but they kind of basically tell me what to do. And once I'm gonna be left on my own, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Et I were on there to there. Finish construction of work building in either. Okay, so I need to make sure everything's done. So at least I can pause and plan, and then stuff get built. I guess. Okay, can pause again. So we're in July 25th, 1980. Wow, I wasn't even born. So how are you doing if you're still there? No, we're good to go. If you click on the oil well, you can now see that it is producing crude oil daily. By clicking on the storage tank, you can also see that the crude oil is being stored away, ready to use or sell. Ok. Donc, si je clique sur ça, on a 1%, so 1%. And then if I click on and then if I click on that, it's doing a daily production. Ok. Donc, on crée des bidules. On crée des bidules. On peut ouvrir les contrats. What are the contracts? Very slow progress, frustrating by bureaucracy. Oh, I'm a bit sad for you. The same format, to be honest, is his thing is going so slow. Contacting the union from November, January to now. Now it's June. Everything goes slow. Everything's like, you know. Contract negotiations. Theodore Jones. We need to grow the business in new directions. Let's have Theodore Jones go visit some of our business partners and see if you can negotiate. Sorry, Mom, can't call. Sign. Yeah. But yeah, it's very, very slow. It's like, it's just never ending. On my end, I was stuck with my internet provider assistance support for 2 hours this morning. Because I'm trying to deal with an email address that I have that was my dad's one, and now it's on the verge of being closing basically, so I have to transfer everything from it. And some people told me that I could dissociate it and transfer it to another contract. Some people told me no, it's not possible, but not explaining why. No, it's not possible. No, it's not possible. No, sorry, but that doesn't work. Oh no, and providing me wrong information as to why it doesn't work. So my brain was like, no, sorry, but I don't like this. And then finally got a real person. I'm saying real because they were speaking my language. It's like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I wonder, you know, like those fake conversation on Facebook or stuff like that, you know, when they're trying to scam your great aunt or something to get money or something. It felt exactly the same type of conversation. And then some, like, you know, loads of grammar error, orthograph error, not understanding what I was saying. And then at the end, they wanted to get rid of me. And it felt like I was going around in circle as if I was bashing and talking to walls, because the person was saying, if you want to talk to someone, call this number. And I'm like, no, sorry, because I had an appointment yesterday. It's on my fault that it was a bank holiday and it didn't work. Keep telling me it was a bank holiday, but your services did order an appointment for me. I have 2 confirmation done on my phone. So surely there is something going on with your services, not mine. And then she was like, okay, then I'll give you someone. And then nothing. And I'm like, well, can you confirm a date of appointment on my phone number like the other person did for the other appointment? And she was like, yeah, all right. Nothing. So I'm like, are you still there? I still need to get like a confirmation for an appointment that you tell me that I'll have. Nothing. All right. Nothing. Well, is somebody's gonna call me at some point? I mean, am I having an appointment? When? How? A date? I still didn't receive any confirmation on, because usually they send you a text The internet provider will call you at this time at in between then and then on this phone number, da da da, but nothing. So I'm like, weird, okay. So then at the end, I was like, so yeah, am I gonna get any confirmation soon? And then the person said, an advisor is calling you on this number. And then nothing, no call, no nothing. So I'm like, yeah, definitely calling. So because in French, it's like, you know, in English you're gonna say an advisor is calling you on this number, so that's the present tense. But otherwise, if it was the future, they'll say an advisor is gonna call you on this number. So there's quite a lot of difference. But on our end, there's just a letter difference in between the present tense and the future tense. So I was like, oh, maybe, you know, this person missing it and they wanted to say they're gonna call in this number. Maybe she just did a typo or something. But just one letter can make a difference in French. So I was like, well, are they calling now? Are they gonna call later? What's going on? And then the person's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, you know, I'm trying to, like, somebody's getting in contact with you or gonna get in contact with you. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I mean, you know. So I waited. And then at some point, I guess it goes passed on to somebody else because the name on top of the chat changed to another name. But I know those name means nothing because last week I got to talk to someone and the name didn't change, but I could see that I was talking to another person. Fun. I could see it because the writing was way less good, way wonky, felt like AI almost or something. So I was like, weird. But this time, so it did change. And then the person was like, so nobody called you yet? And I'm like, no. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna pass you to the technical services then. And then I was like, okay, thank you very much. I'm gonna wait then. Because if you don't talk to them, then it shows that it's you that didn't continue talking. And then the chat either ends, meaning that you didn't respond to anything, so that's your fault, that's on you. So I usually do, I'm still there. Are you still there? Yes, I'm waiting. No worries. Thank you very much. Because it keeps the chat going longer and longer. And then at some point, I finally got a person. The guy was like, okay, my name is that. I don't care. It could be another name, could be a lady even. It's like, I don't know. They say, oh, I'm Luca. I'm like, great, whatever. Because those, they never really use their own name. It can be anything. Most of the time they will use French name, but we know it's not really French people because they can't speak French very well. So I know it's not. But basically the guy is like, okay, my name is Luca. Can I take a minute to reread all the conversation up until now? Wait a bit. It'll take a moment. And I'm like, that's good already because this guy is actually saying that it's gonna take a moment for him to catch up on all the chat. So I'm like, yes, thank you. I'm gonna wait, there's no worries. Because you need to keep it going. So I'm waiting a bit. And then the guy, okay, so if I'm understood properly, this is what you want, this is what happens. It's been going long enough now, so is it that exact problem that you're having? And I'm like, yeah, I can confirm you this is this. And I explain my thing and whatever. And he's like, okay, no worries. So, to explain to you in a big manner, so he went a gigantic fucking text. And I was like, ooh, a real person from a real service. Yes, I can spot that. That's a good one. Because the sentences are less vague, less general, not just outright shooting me down or telling me yes, yes, whatever. It was finally like more of a structured thing. So it turns out that what I wanted to do didn't work out. I actually thought that I could obtain what I wanted. Turns out that it's not possible, but I didn't know about it. So it's like last week somebody told me that yeah, no worries, we can do this. Just, you know, we're gonna give you an appointment. It'll be this time. Are you available? Yes. Give me your number, confirmation, da da da. Then my brother's like, it's weird, it's a bank holiday. So why do you have an appointment in a bank holiday? I'm like, Don't know, they gave it to me then, but I guess if they're not French, they don't know it's a bank holiday today, is it? I mean, so I don't want to be rude, but I know this is what's happening when we export our customer services in another place, and then what happens is they do bad mistakes like this, like giving an appointment during a bank holiday, which is quite shit. So in theory, I could probably have claimed the reduction of my contract for like the 2 months to next month, because I waited 2 hours like this on the chat. Even the guy was like, "You did the right thing. You armed it down. You never was aggressive. You were good." Like, you know, he did even say that, because he was like, "I would have done the same. No worries. I'm telling you it is da 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 blah, blah." So he was all like super patient with me, because I think by then he was like, "Fuck, if I'm not patient with her and I don't answer all of her question, she's gonna tell it off at some point on the customer services." So he did kind of made the thing go way better, in a sense, by just interrupting. So I got all my answers. He did answer all of what I wanted. It's not necessarily something I wanted, but I guess I have no choice, because I know what he said to me is true. So yeah, but it's so bad though, because the thing is, I don't know who responded to me, but I do know that my internet provider tend to go with quite a lot in India, and it's not about racism, it's just about like they have no clue what we're talking about. Because I can talk about technical problems, they may respond okay, but it's not just technical problem, it's also administration and a bureaucracy. If you're not from the country, all do you know? Like, just the fact that somebody gave me an appointment during a bank holiday, and because I'm not in France, I forgot it was a bank holiday. I mean, it's been 5 years now. Of course I forgot that it was a bank holiday. And it's one of them that change around all the time. It's like, it's a Monday of whatever Christian fucking thing. So the bank holiday switch around all the time. So if my brother didn't tell me it was bank holiday, I didn't even realize. So the first person or whatever it was that answered me at the beginning was like, "We don't work in bank holidays. We don't work in bank holidays." Yeah, but somebody of your fucking services gave me a fucking appointment during bank holidays. So I had to put in capital letters, "Your services gave me a fucking appointment during bank holidays," which I know were, but you give me an appointment, you confirm it twice on my phone with an automatic text that is definitely coming from the internet provider, because they have priority numbers to send those. And this is the same one that gives me the renewal of my phone contract, the renewal of a thing, that my bill is available in my mail, da da da. So I know it is them. So I it can't be like, "Oh, it's a scam." No, it's not fucking scam. This is even the worst, because they act exactly how you do a scam. So the people that usually kind of contact you on Facebook to be like, "Oh, my account is having a thing, da da da. Can you help me out as my good friend, and da da da." And then they're all like, talking to you in weird manner where you can spot there's something wrong. Like, you don't know what. You don't know if it's because they're using Google Translate, or I don't know if it's because they're just having that bad grammar that they're trying to talk so formal and weird. But basically, this is what the first few people that responded to me were talking to me. And I can spot that I wanted a real fucking person, because at this stage, and it's not even just non-real persons, they're a real person at the end, because it's like, I know it's real, they're just copy pasting some random bits of sentences. And then, the first person was called Buck. And I'm like, yeah, but you're talking in the feminine form. So I thought Buck was a guy's name. So I was a bit confused. So I was like, okay, whatever, I guess. I mean, you identify whatever you identify with. But then at some point, they were using the masculine form. And I'm like, yeah, great. So you can't. I mean, I don't think there's not as much differences in speech of a woman and a man in English, but there is quite a lot in the French one. So you can spot if the person is a woman or a man quite away. So when at some point the speech is different, and it's kind of feel like, all of the words are like male related, even though they presented female at the beginning. You know there was a switch below the way, and I'm like, that's great, but no, you're not. You have no idea what I'm talking about, and I know you changed. It's not because the chat doesn't say it did that you didn't. I know I can spot that it's another person. The speech is completely different, and it goes from female to male. And then at some point, so many orthograph mistakes. I was like, oh my god, just fuck off. Like, yeah, it's this is the thing, it's like if you do the gender, like if you have gendered languages, you can see that's the difference. So I could spot that in one person I spotted three differences that I could definitely tell it wasn't the same person. And then at the end, when I got the other person, I could spot right away that the person was talking like a normal French person. It's hard. It's like you don't want to be this person, right? Because I don't want to be like this. But you can tell if the person is a native or not, because the words they were using fit what do you call language manners, you know. So for example, you'll have a native being like, you know, well, yeah, it's like, I definitely like this, so then, you know, they said, you know, so then you, so all of those little bits of words, when you're not from the when you're not from the from like, you know, an English person will talk like this, like all of those little words that are not necessarily, you know, they don't have any use in the sentence, but you're gonna use them, so you know you're not fake because you're using those words. It's the same with French. We have all of those little weird connection words that we, you know, yeah, it's like little, it's a bit weird because it's not even about inflection or regionalism for us. It's just those parasite words that if you remove them, the sentence still means something. But you put those words in, and all of a sudden you know that the person's real. So I could spot that the last person I talked to was real. They were using real phrasing basically that I would use, like, you know, like well, like the thing I do in English all the time, you know, and so then, and you know, those little words as well, like da 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 or whatever. The guy was using them a bit like those weird like onomatopoeias or whatever you call them. It's like, so you can tell. It's so weird. Well, if it's voice, yeah, I would know if it's from Paris or Nice. If it's voice based, the vocabulary will not change that much if it's from another region. We don't have that many vocabulary change. We have maybe one or two words here and there that change, but it's very rare to spot from a written chat, because it was all written. That's the thing. It's like it's all written, but you can still tell from the written one if the person is native or not. And it's not just the orthograph, because we do mistakes. There's easy mistakes to do when you're you know, you're a native. You make them, like, you know, they like there or whatever, where one of it is there, like over there, or, you know, there things, or, you know, they are, or whatever. So it'll be mistakes like this, but I find them way more like showing of a native person, because if they're there, they feel like authentic. So it feels authentic. But on written chat, you can't, like the guy, for example. I know he was a native, or at least I know he was speaking proper French. I don't know from where though. I can't tell from which part of France. It could also even be from, you know, Polynesians or something like, or Madagascar or Reunions or something. So it could be from the dom-toms, the islands of France. But he was speaking like normal French, not weird AI generated whatever it is French, basically. Even the AI knows to speak French. It's like when I talk to ChatGPT and I speak to it in English or in French, it's making proper sentence. You know, it's like, even to a point, if they were using AI, I wouldn't necessarily spot the difference. it's a bit formal, but at least it makes sense. Those people, they're definitely not using AI because it just didn't make sense at all. I think they were just using Google Translate or some shit like this. So it's not even about like AI, real humans or whatever. It's just, because if I was a technician, I copy and paste what the person said in ChatGPT. I think ChatGPT would have actually answered my problem more than the other people. So I'm just like, what the fuck? I think the problem is just because they are not understanding what's going on. It's one of them subsidiary uh, support things that are pitching in once in a while because they're like, oh fuck, somebody's asking a question. If it's a simple one, they'll respond to you. But if it's something a bit above their pay grade, they're like, shit, I have no clue what I'm doing. Did you call the customer service instead of writing it in chat? And I'm like, first sign of them wanted to get rid of me was that. I'm like, haha, I spotted you then. First sign of you wanted to get rid of me, I see. And that means that it's above their pay grade and they want me to change the person I'm gonna want to talk to, but not them wanted to do it. It's a difference. Yeah, the Google Translate is horrible. I don't use it. It's just too shit. I will never use Google Translate for translation. Yeah, I use I use ChatGPT sometimes, and what I don't like is when it's too formal, but you can change the speech a bit to match yours, so you can language trained it for this, but definitely not Google Translate. This is way too bad. But yeah, so I was losing my patience so much. And I was like, I couldn't believe the number of time it took for a person to actually answer me and understanding the problem. I wanted to talk to a technician, a fucking tech support. I got customer support from wherever country that is. And I got so many wrong things, like all of those when you feel like they don't understand what you're saying, like your services, like I kept saying, so this is my issue. A lady said it was possible, and then she appointed me an appointment this time, this day, and it didn't happen. They never called me. And then she was like, we don't work in bank holidays. Yeah, great. Can you give me another appointment, please? I mean, at the end, you need to read the subtext. So basically, that's the thing. You can spot if they're native or not because they can understand the subtext. They have like a brain, basically, in a sense of like, if I'm saying, I suppose I should have had an appointment yesterday. I was waiting on my phone. Never happened. It was for this issue. No, I was supposed to have an appointment with a technician, and it didn't happen. Like, even if I don't have any demand, if I'm on tech support, I'm like, so they want probably to talk to a technician about this problem. Maybe she wants another appointment. So I'm gonna ask that. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. I guess there was a mess up. It was bank holiday, and the services you were supposed to be pulled through were on bank holidays. So I think there was a mess up on our end. Sorry about this. We can go and get another appointment for your problem in this day. I don't even have to ask a question. That's what I would have answered because it felt like a logical thing to say. And it took me an hour to make the person understand what it was I wanted. And not even no joke, an hour. And I was like, just fuck off at some point because I was just like, this is ridiculous. So yeah, so I can't even say. I'm just, I don't know. It's just so horrible. So 2 hours, I'm already stressed of fuck. I didn't do anything else apart from this morning. So I was just so confused. So I need to negotiate a contract, but the guy doesn't have a contract. So am I waiting for a contract? Oh no, wait. First, you select the resource you are interested in and whether you want to buy or sell it. assign. Select resource. Okay, so I need you select the resource you are interested. Reading comprehension analysis. I'll be like, yeah, that's the thing. This is what I just wanted to say. It's like it's annoying because I put a message that was clear as day. Last week, I reported this problem. I was supposed to have an appointment with one of your guys this time. Didn't happen. Even if I wasn't asking a question, she should have been like, oh, no worries, we're gonna fix you another appointment. Oh, no worries. I'm gonna do my thing then. Whether you want to buy or sell, is there a company partner with, so there's contracts I need. So active crude oil, and I want, we choose deliverables. What do I want? I want cassette tapes. Oh, I want crude oil. You want to sell. Begin negotiating a contract. So there's this guy. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm selling crude oil to this guy. No, your VP of sales is off negotiating. They will take about the day. You will receive a notification. Near the clock. Start a contract to sell crude oil. Near the clock. So it will take tomorrow, so 25. So now, what do I do with this? Start a contract. Connection, companies. So we have a contract, but we don't have any active one. So you will receive a notification in your notification bar. Oh, contract updated. I'm ready. Okay. Incoming message from Warren Mason of Southwestern Chem. We have evaluated your proposal. Yeah, the ad is done. Yeah, so what I was saying is, yeah, you were saying reading comprehension and analysis are slightly lacking in the sense of, yeah, this is what I was feeling, because my message was clear for me at least, and for anybody else was clear. But the thing is, they didn't understand it, so they were like, so that's what you want? And I'm like, no, that's not what I said. So like, oh, so that's what you want? No, that's not what I said either. Are you inventing things there? So they keep like trying to find what it is I wanted, and it just matched one word, but not the message. So it was a bit like, I want a transfer of email to this account. Oh, so you have a problem with your phone? No. What? Oh, well, so, you want to create a new email? No. That's still not it. I'm like, what? It's just very confusing. So basically, this was a bit the exchange I had for an hour before the other person intervened. And just the fact that they said, I'm gonna read through the conversation. Hang on a minute. It will take time. Bear with me. I'm like, okay. That's already a bit more nice, because they're not inventing things. I would rather people are honest. Like, sorry, I don't really quite get what you're wanting, so I'm gonna transfer you to somebody that probably will. Thanks. That would have just been enough. I don't mind being transferred around to somebody that finally can understand my request. You know, just don't lie. Don't lie and just be like, oh yeah, no worries, we're gonna do this, no worries. I'm like, yeah, fuck off. No, but sorry. Okay, so I need to do this contract. You could sell 30 barrels every day. I'm ready to sign. Let me get my ducks in row first. So this will take about a day, Well, I'm gonna select to sign because I'm shit at it and I don't know what I signed for. That's admitting they are competent. Yeah, but that's the problem though. It's like sometimes admitting something is actually less worse than incompetence, because if the first people actually kind of admitted that they were like they needed to transfer it to a higher up or a manager, it doesn't feel like competent. It feels like this request is requesting some different level of thing. So I find it better than just to outright say shit things, because then I'm like, well, you're incompetent then. It's so weird. It's like, in an exam, in a test, in a school test. So a teacher once told me, if you don't know the answer, don't try, because what you're doing is you're gonna show you have no clue what you're saying. So if you don't know the answer, don't try to answer it. Focus onto all the other things, and then try to detail the question, and just be like, because the problem is, if you try, you will be wrong anyway. Most of the time it's not gonna be by luck that you're gonna find the answer. So if you're doing that, you're all try showing to the teacher that you're shit and dumb, in a sense. I wasn't saying it this way, but basically, it's like, if you don't know the question to the nuclear fission or whatever, and you're like, I don't know, nuclear. There's nuclears in cells. A fission, I don't know, it looks a bit like efficiency, maybe efficiency of some biocell or whatever. So it's like you're gonna outright just basically showing your shit and dumb, in the sense of like you're showing your incompetence by trying to answer to something you have no clue what's happening. At some point you just need to step back, being like, okay, no clue, transfer you. And the thing is, they did that sometimes. Sometimes they do that. So I'm like, why is it sometimes they do and sometimes they don't? I'm like, that's a bit odd, because not that long ago I contacted them for a problem, and those people outright told me, I'm gonna transfer you to somebody else because I think your request is more fitting to this person instead. Hang on a minute, it'll take a bit of time to be transferred through. And I would rather have a person telling me that than just being like, I don't know, are you talking about your mobile number? Oh no, you said an address email, but you don't have an internet, so you don't have an email address on this account. I'm so confused. What is it you're saying? Oh, you mentioned your dad. Oh, my condolences. What is it about your dad? Why are you mentioning it? Oh, the email address is belonging to him. So you're talking about an email address on your mobile number, but you don't have an email address. And I'm like, are you understanding French? Because at some point I'm just like, ugh. I'm just kind of like, can I take this and just split in your eye to see if you understand my language? Violence. I don't know how to explain. It's just like sometimes I feel it's so dumb to actually blabber about, because it actually shows you're dumb. So this is why I can spot, like, the dumber people will actually go on forever about a problem. Not a problem, a subject. And in French we call it, the less jam you have, the more you spread it on your piece of bread. Yeah, meaning the less culture or less knowledge you have, the more you spread it around. Look, I'm so knowledgeable, I'm saying random bull crap, but I think you're as dumb as me, so you're probably gonna think I'm clever. That doesn't work like this though, sorry. So it's not even me being arrogant. It just, if you want to be efficient, it would actually make it more efficient. Like, I'm not understanding any of the thing, but I'm not gonna make it so, and I'm not gonna make it so I'm understanding this. I suspect they may be graded on how many transfers they make. Yeah, no, that's the problem. I think that's the thing though. Like, the system is broken, and I know the system is broken, but then the problem is their grades are falling down, because the problem is I graded the chat badly. I was like, this is horrible. Waited 2 hours, finally got someone competent to actually answer my question. 2 hours. Yeah. Maybe transfer it at the beginning, because if the person had transferred me to this guy at the very beginning, it would have taken 10 minutes. 10 minutes instead of 2 hours. So many can only follow a basic script. Yeah, exactly. I think this was the case. The person was having a flow chart. It's one of them. I think I saw that in a documentary once, where basically they did a deep dive into those technical support, customer support and stuff, and most of the time they had no knowledge at all. Like, you will have the same on washing machine, like Bosch washing machine, but you're gonna be sent away to whatever it is. They have no knowledge about the washing machine, but they have a software that when they type in a keyword, they're having like, did you try this, did you try that? And those are like quick transfer put onto like their software, basically, that tells them, if somebody's telling you that, say this. If somebody telling you that, say this. But at the end of the day, they don't have any knowledge of what's going on, so they're just repeating dumbly some random things that they put on their scripted software. That's what it is. Yeah, I tried to turn it on and off. This is the thing. It's exactly the same problem. So somebody reporting something, and then the response is that doesn't work, sorry, and it just kept going on and on and on again. So they just spotted some keyword of my conversation, kind of guessed around for what it could be, and then, that's it. And I'm like, sorry, but this is not how it works. And then the thing is, we get annoyed, and they're like, oh, I don't understand, our customer services are great at shit. I'm like, yeah, no, why? Oh, I wonder. Okay, so I can remove the contract. So that's my crude oil thing. So that's my crude oil well. But yeah, so I'm just was in rage. Like, I woke up this morning, got stressed, contacted them, got more stressed because I needed to finish that before, you know, before me going to France. Basically, I need to sort it out. So turns out that I can't do anything with this email. It's bunkered. It's gonna be deleted because it was linked to my dad's contract. Even though I had it for like 20 odd years. But the guy told me, it's okay, transfer everything you can, try to remove everything you can that you want, keep it. Then what you do is, this email's gonna die. Once it's dead, you contact us again. You ask for it to be degraded. So, I mean, I don't know what it is. It's like, for us, we call it degrading or grading or degrading. So I'm guessing it's put on a grid of, this is specified to us, this got with us, somebody uses this, it's deleted, it stays with us though, nobody else can recreate it. But if you ask for it to be degraded, then apparently you release for it to be created again, meaning that then my brother can recreate it for me on his account and then give me the credential, meaning that I lose all of my history of it, I lose everything, but at least I have a chance to recreate this email address. And it took so long. It took 2 weeks for somebody to explain to me the logic behind the whole thing. Because somebody was like, yeah, no worries, you can just transfer this email and give it back to your brother. And this person was like, no, it is possible, but not the way at all that the person told you. You need to leave it to die, or you need to delete it yourself, and then you ask it to degrade it. You ask us to remove the specific priority access to it. I don't know what it's called. It's like, apparently it's kind of like one of them thing where it still stick with them, so nobody else can recreate this email because somebody else had it, even though it's been cancelled. So they want to make sure that nobody can just outright do it. They want a person to ask for this email to be released back, in a sense. The domain, not the domain, but the email altogether. And he said, you contact us again, you do this. And I said, so I was all like, okay, I have questions now. Do I need any justification? Do I need any IDs, any credential? What, do I need anything? Like, no, just contact us. You tell us what it is. You retell us your case. You said that somebody from us told you about this specific term so that it shows that, somebody told you it. It's put in the history anyway. And then you just say that you should be all good to go and you're fine and good. So I was like, okay, thank you. Like, yeah, it's a bit sad because it's not what I wanted, but it's a specific guarded thing that they do with my with the internet provider we have. It's like what they do is they create email address each time somebody has an internet contract. There's a proprietary email address, and then you can get secondary one, but you can't just transfer. You can't transfer ownership. You can't just transfer it toward another account. I don't know if it's a security thing or something, but it can't be inherited. It can't be ceased to the person. It has to be created to your demand. So when my dad was alive, it would have been exactly the same. I would have had to delete it with my credential to say I want it deleted, and then to somebody to release the domain so that I can recreate it again. It's a bit weird, but this is what it is. But that's the thing though. It's probably not the first time. I told it, I said, I hope nobody else is having to have to do that because it's quite hard to have to do this when you're grieving your parents. And you're having to go through all of that and actually discover, like, I thought my email was mine. I had no clue that it wasn't. I had it for 20 years. Like, it's a fucking old email address. It was when fucking internet was available for people. So I was like, whoa, okay, that's quite harsh. So yeah, and I don't even know. I mean, the guy said, yeah, no worries, it can be recreated and whatever, but I don't know. So if they recreate it, everything disappears from it though. It's gonna be a virgin, blank slate email, sadly. But this is how they operate. And yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. But that's how it was. And I looked and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, okay, apparently it seems to be the thing. And I was like, ah. And this is what one of the person told my brother as well. The thing is, some people were like, yeah, no worries, we can do this. And some people were, no, because you'll have to do this and that and this and that. And actually believes more those people because they have more of the steps and knowledge. And I was like, ah, never mind. So I'll have to continue going through my email and do manual transfers, sadly. I'm trying to transfer everything, but it's so hard. It's like I used it for 20 odd years. So I'm trying to go through all of the important bits. And it was used as my official email address in a sense of like taxes, accounts, loads of administrative bureaucracy thing. So it was very hard to actually go through all my email to try to see, oh, there's this account, oh, there's this account, oh, there's this account. And I was like, I want to die. So yeah. At delivery, so crude oil. Oh, crude oil. Hydrocarbon complex to the aircraft. So confirm. So origin. Oh. So extraction to the headquarters. But yeah, that's 5 per day. Yeah, but with the all falling into headquarters has no contract set. All we have to do is wait for the money to start rolling in. You can check contracts. Okay. The fact that they have no succession policy is indicative of part understanding of the technology is not mandatory use. Yeah, I'll have to check that. Succession policy type of thing. The thing is, I don't know ultimately what is the rights and the legalities of it. Because it didn't used to be a thing in a sense. Like, you know, when we were having a parent dying, they had a house, they had maybe a bank account, maybe they had farm and an animal, and they didn't necessarily had like so many email addresses and so many thingies and whatever, and you close down the contract and then the email address just get deleted. So all of it will die like this. And the thing is, I looked around and it seems to be the things that they tend to do. I don't know about any other internet provider, what they do or whatever, but this is what it seems to be done, which I'm very confused. Just the fact that those internet email addresses are actually linked to the contract, meaning that if one day you go out of the contract, you remove it, the email address disappears. So the email address disappears, but everything disappears with it. So everything disappears within the contract. So it's so bad because one day I want to go to another internet provider. That would have been exactly the same. So it's not even linked to death. It's linked to ending contract. So you're ending them to provide you internet. And they're like, okay, bye email address. Bye bye. Bye bye. So yeah. Yeah, but because the only way to create my own account is to actually have an internet contract to actually be able to kind of transfer it. So my only way to actually re-get this email address if I wanted to would be as a virgin one, and my brother would have to create it because he is the only one, or with my mom having a contract, an internet contract with them, so it can't be created with my mobiles, which I still have with them, etc. So ultimately I will completely move out from it. The only reason I want to recreate it is if I realize that after the fact I forgot to change an account address, and if I can re-get my hand out of this, then I can maybe do something about it. I'm just gonna send a message to Matt. And I'm gonna check if I did my deliveries because I just realized I'm not remembering if I did or not. Did I? I don't know. Ooh. Oh. Thing is, yes, we could put permanent redirect to another destination, but I want mine not. Ah, okay. Well, that's the thing, though. I'm guessing it's kind of like some sort of a weird policy or something where they just don't do that. And I didn't realize that I left my subtitles because they're saying bullshit now. Because I'm speaking not in French. And so there are probably some stuff like about Nintendo and other things. I'm like, wow, okay. I wanted to look at, I may have an opportunity for an ADHD appointment, so I'm gonna try to see if I can do that. I don't remember when I was connected with them now. I think it was maybe, I'm just gonna try to do that real quick. Oh no, it's supposed to be a stream and whatever, but similar technique for a numeric IP address mapped to a text URL. So in theory they could have done it, but I'm guessing it's not in their policies and they don't do that, and because people don't want, there's maybe no law to actually make them do that, so they probably are like, nope, not doing that, and are like, ah, okay, well, I know the technicalities that we can, but you guys don't want to because you don't do it. I'm guessing it's something like this, sadly. And it is very fucking shitty, to be honest. This is very shitty. Come on, come on, come on, internet. Dingbacks. Yeah, this is the thing though. If I'm talking to you guys or my Matt's brother that is in this type of thing as well. Oh my god, I'm gonna connect to this. It's never gonna go through. He would have told me, but you can just do that, and I'm like, yeah, but they will not do it, and I can't do it. So then at the end, it's dependent on them. That's a problem. Wow. So if I sign in, I don't remember. Oh. So, and no, I need to remember my password. I would be surprised if I got it right the first time around, the password. Yeah, that's not the right password. Let's see. Oh my god. What is the password again? Oh, I was so close. It's the same thing. But yeah, it's infuriating though, because it's so hard to just lose an email address like this, especially since you thought it was all good and whatever. Um, okay, so I have this appointment available, but I have no clue what to take. And the thing is, I need an appointment where I'm back in the UK. So I need something in July. Thank you. Give me something in July. Oh my god. There's a lot of appointment there. I don't know. Oh, sorry. No incentive to have a contract with an with a limited understanding prevent them from adequately dealing with real life situation. But we'll just pay for a custom domain with its own email. I know, it's so annoying because the thing is, it's like, um, um, I was just so sad because I ideally I want to think, but ideally I wanted a specific thing. No, I actually just I removed myself completely from it and whatever. The only problem though is like I know ultimately this email address is gone, and I'm probably just gonna continue transfer it as much as I can before I go on vacation. But yeah, it's a bit like I don't know what appointment to take because Matt's not here, and I don't know. There's loads of appointments, but there's load now, and I'm not sure there's gonna be load later. So I got my conversation. I don't know what they mean by that. So like you need to upload your observation before you need to do that. And I'm like, which observation? Your website is a pile of crap. It's nothing that works. Thank you. Eh, never mind. But yeah, so I now I have to make my own ISP. Oh god. Didn't you have a problem with your internet provider type of thing as well at some point? When you needed like an upgrade on your internet or something and it was impossible to do. No high speed yet after 15 years. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is ridiculous. Do we have the same fucking internet provider? Those weird shit that just doesn't understand what it is that you need. You take appointments, they never come, or they come, but they're like, oh, I can't do anything, da da da, and then just kind of go back on rampage and like, oh, I don't know, just give up. Okay. My god. Make sure that you're back on the resource page for crude. From there, we want to go to the entry for plastic and see what we're going to be dealing with. Open plastic page. Okay, great. Plastic is made in a few ways, but there's only one of these that we care about right now. For that lid, by clicking on the okay, so we are making plastic from crude oil. That's definitely very similar to Mindustry game. But the thing is, it's a bit different in the aspect of things. But my primary email account is basically unusable unless I log into the web interface, which sucks. And the secondary email address for MakeLED probably has the same issue that your account does. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the thing, actually. Don't be rude, but if something happens to you, if you're the owner of the contract and her email address is actually from a secondary address, it might actually work exactly the same way. So it might actually be something very similar to what I'm dealing with. And I hope that, I mean, the thing is for us, we had no clue either. Like, and I'm so glad that we changed my mom email because my mom email is no better. I mean, in theory, because it's something similar. But when she got her own internet account, she got her own email. So the thing is, for me and my brother, we were minors at the time. My dad got this internet contract, was all like email, da da da, and then he was all like, you'll get this email all of your lives, you get this email all of your lives, da da da, and I'm like, you cannot believe that, you don't really realize. So my brother, when he called to close down the contract, and they were saying, so all of the related emails gonna die, by the way, are you aware of this email, this email, this email, this email? And he was all like, ah, okay. And it's, so I don't know, I mean, maybe that most internet providers are not like mine and they transfer over, they recreate, they dissociate, I don't know. Ours is different. That's what they told me. They said like, oh no, we can't do that, we don't pass it down, there's no inheritance thing, we can't transfer it, it's not how it works. We can release the email use, but everything disappears. So in theory they can re-give it to you, but ultimately everything in there gets removed in the process because everything gets deleted to be recreated. And that's what's ridiculous. Because in theory, I have the password, I can access this email address all the time. So I'm like, why is it bound to anything? Why is it, what the fuck? Surely there's something to be done. Like, I'm so confused. So we open this. And then once you're on your own, you'll be doing your own errands. But arrange for your technologies while you're working here in Sposeville. This page is for plastic fraction crude oil, as you can see. So basically, it's kind of like a wiki that tells you how to make those resources. So you're going around, you're like, okay, I'm making crude oil. I want to make plastic. Can I make plastic from crude oil? Yes, do this. So you have already researched this technology as a cost of thingy thingy. So we have technological points. Okay. So it's already researched, already there. Close the product manual. Okay. As we saw in the manual, we're going to need 10 barrels per day to get started, but we can't make that much with our current setup. We're going to have to upgrade the scale of the crude oil supply line. Should be another oil well or two, that way we can keep our contract as well. Okay, so I'm gonna produce things. But yeah, I'm a bit sad if you have to ask as well, and I really hope that you get something different from me, by the way, like that they'll say, no worries, we can do this and that, here you go, you're sorted, and, you know. So we have crude oil there. Can I go on the top of it? Don't know if it's a good thing, but... So if I do that, so then I do what? Access roads. Or just 15 barrel crude per day. So does that work? Oh, we're the 29th of 1980. Is it me, or has it still not constructed? Oh, they need to be attached to something. Hydrocarbon extraction by access road. Oh. The access road is this, I think. Oopsie. I think, I don't know. The to-do list keeps getting longer. I know Matt is having an issue as well, like this. It's just, he's breaking down. I mean, I'm breaking down too. We have too much shit on our plate. It's horrible. We keep having, you know, it keep going on and on and on and on, like, I don't know, moving something in the house, tidying something in the room, installing something on the wall, removing something in the garden, watering this, doing that, doing this admin chore, taking an appointment in the doctor, da 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 da. And then at the end of the day, I was just like, oh, I don't want to do any of this. Please let me go. This pool of the to-do list is just unbearable. And I know it's normal, I know it's adulting, I know it's something that needs to be done. I mean, how is everybody else doing it, you know? You notice that in addition of plastic production complex. Do we? Oh, it's there. No, it's not there. That's the road. And that's for the headquarters. Foodstuff, mineral, tank. There's way too many things. Waste timber, tank, nuclear material, mineral, industrial product. Loading, foodstuff, consumer goods, cars. I'm confused. Ah, wait. Construction offices. No, wait, am I on the right thing? So under the construction, no, if you open the build menu, you'll notice that, there, okay. Plastic production. Where do I put it? Okay. So basically, I have my headquarter here. I have my hydrocarbon extraction there. Then I'm like, oh, let's do a plastic production. So this is a plastic production. This is the, like, kind of like the building that says, this is a building production, parking lot, big administration building, and then those factory stuff and power shit and whatever. So this is kind of the same. So, making plastic. Build industrial storage warehouse, storage tank, tanker loading facility, power line connector, connect power line, build water. So that's exactly what I did in here, but there. So, okay. And then you have Spoolville. So I am here. I have the plastic production. I need an industrial storage. Industrial storage warehouse. That I built it. Where did I build it earlier? Was it this tiny little bit there, or? I think it was those. I think that's the tank. And those are the well. So I need to build it in the corner, maybe. The power line is all the way over there. I'm confused. Industrial storage. Can I put it somewhere else? So this is an access road. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Tanker loading facility. Okay, I'm confused. I don't want to build. Tell me. Storage tank. Water pipe. So those were the connectors. So we had the storage tank. And we had the tanker loading facility. And we had... So that's tanker thing. Tanker loading facility. So tanker loading facility. Storage tank. So tanker must have storage tank already built in this complex. Oh, okay, so I need to wait for it to be done. So I need an access road. I'm gonna make it happen. So it doesn't want to do anything if I... I'm so confused. I need to access it. So that's the access. And then what? Oh. No. Sorry. Ok. C'est genre comme Mindustry, mais pas vraiment. Ok, donc build storage tank. So that's the storage tank. No, that's a industrial storage warehouse. Gesundheit. Indeed. Bless you. I need industrial loading. Okay. Storage tank. Ah. So should I... So I don't have electricity. So I have to build a power line connector to that. And then I don't know what I'm doing. It's horrible. I understand the concept, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Tanker loading facility. Matt would have been already understanding all of this thing. So, tanker loading. So I think the goal here is for me to build something there. Oh. Something there. And something there. And then power line connector, but I need to connect the power, which I don't really understand because the only power is there. Yeah, but so that's electricity and not something else. So we have the power line connector expanded. So how do I build that? I know you're not functioning. So we need electricity. But how do we do it? So I have a power line. It's working? Road connection needed. Oh. Can I do... Oh wow, this is so difficult. So I built a power line connector. Connect power line connector to power network. So that's not done. My god, this is hard. We knew you needed to be a fucking engineer to do these things. With the battle pipe. So basically you just need to kind of put it somewhere and it kind of works out. The thing is, can I... Because my line is here. No worries, have fun, thanks for the talk, even though it didn't help out. Have a good day. Ah god, du coup je sais pas du tout ce que je suis en train de faire. Genre là, on a un connecteur. Est-ce que je peux juste... J'ai j'ai une ligne là. Est-ce que je peux connecter ça? Est-ce que ça se connecte? Oh, ça se connecte! Mais du coup, c'est exactement comme Mindustry en fait. C'est juste que ça ressemble à des vrais buildings et des vrais trucs. Il n'y a rien de différent de Mindustry, c'est juste que bah, il y a des vraies années, des vrais trucs. Voilà, ok. Donc on a connecté au power line. Maintenant, il faut qu'on ait un ça. Voilà. Et du coup, il nous faut... Ah merde. Ah ouais, mais j'ai pas le choix en fait. Est-ce que c'était pareil là? Ah! Oupsie, j'ai pas réfléchi. Ah ouais, j'ai pas trop réfléchi. Ah oui. Ah, c'est construit maintenant. Euh, Est-ce qu'il faut que je passe de là? Merde. C'est trop bizarre. Ça se construit. Plastic fractionation et start a crude oil delivery. C'est quoi plastic fractionation? Fractionation? Voilà. Et il faut une delivery. Comment on fait? Je me rappelle plus. Start a crude oil delivery from the hydropower. Ah non, ok. Donc c'est possible que du coup, déjà c'est pas construction. Deliveries. Alors, add delivery et il nous faut crude oil. Et l'origine c'est ça. Ah ça. Ok. Est-ce que ça marche? Ça n'a pas l'air de marcher. Oh non, ça marche! Oh, on a fait notre truc tout seul, c'est moche, mais ça marche! Ah putain! Look at you, you're practically a muggle all on your own! Yay! We're in touching distance from all of our cassette tape stream. For that, we'll need to start a media production complex and a cassette tape factory in that complex. Hmm. Look at the protection manual. It looks like that's going to take paper. And we can't make paper in Spoolville. We don't have the wool processing shops to do so. So it looks like you're going to need to buy some. I'm going to let you loose again. Go ahead and find a contract to buy paper and then get started on making cassette tape. Okay. So we want a contract. We want to negotiate a new contract. We want to assign someone. We want to select a resource of paper. Confirm that I want to buy. That contract to buy paper. That seems good. Ok, donc du coup on doit attendre que le contrat soit fait. C'est pas trop compliqué une fois que t'as compris, mais c'est juste que... Ok. Bon, du coup, on va s'arrêter là. J'ai un petit peu plus de grasp sur ce que je suis en train de faire. Je pense qu'on a quand même bien vu pas mal de trucs. En vérité, c'est pas si compliqué, c'est juste que en fait, c'est comme Mindustry, mais comme Mindustry, c'est un jeu minimaliste. On comprend un peu mieux ce qu'on est censé faire avec les... Parce que du coup, on a la même chose avec Mindustry, le truc de l'eau qui départ avec le complexe d'électricité, le complexe d'eau, et après il faut que tu fasses les infrastructures et tout pour connecter tout. Bon, là par exemple, là, ah, on n'a pas eu assez de crude oil. Ok. Donc on doit changer nos deliveries et on doit avoir plus de crude oil. Donc on doit changer un peu. Ou alors c'est parce qu'on n'a pas assez. As you work toward making cassette, you will need to deliver plastic to your new complex. You may need to expand. Bah, le truc, c'est qu'on n'a pas l'air d'avoir assez. euh, on n'a pas forcément l'air d'avoir assez de. Ça marchait. Faut juste que je mette une, une route. Ok. Est-ce que je peux en mettre un autre? Oui. Mais il nous faut plus de. Donc c'est vraiment comme Mindustry en fait. On a, euh, on a des ressources, on a des puits. Donc là en soi on peut en mettre un autre. Il n'y a pas d'access road? Voilà, c'est en train de se construire. Donc là, on a pas mal de crude oil. Donc ça, c'est un truc avec une mine, en fait, finalement. C'est comme, ouais, c'est comme Industrie avec les mines. Tu construis sur là où il y a du crude oil. Une fois que tout est fait, ben, c'est fini, quoi. Tu fais ton truc, du coup. C'est marrant parce que certaines ont des cheminées, certaines n'en ont pas. Du coup, je sais pas si elles ont été faites correctes, du coup. Je sais pas trop. Ok. Bon, j'édite plus du coup. Mais ouais, je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là. On était assez contents. On a fait quand même pas mal de trucs. Euh, alors, qu'est-ce que ça fait? No active alert, ok. Je crois qu'il y avait des alertes actives. On va peut-être arrêter parce qu'on est déjà en septembre. Mais ouais, du coup, on a eu quand même pas mal de temps. On a fait 1h43 sur le jeu. Je vais peut-être refaire un stream du coup sur le jeu encore une fois. On va essayer de faire des... Ouais, on va voir ce qu'on va faire pratiquement. Mais du coup, voilà, on s'est bien amusé, c'était cool. Donc là, je vais pas raid. Je pense que je vais m'arrêter là. Et du coup, je vais voir quand est-ce que je fais le prochain stream. J'aimerais bien avancer un peu au niveau des streams avant de partir en vacances. Donc ouais, du coup, on s'arrête là. Ciao, des bisous!